I was lighter than I thought it'd be. Not gonna lie.
That's my fault. I should have probably kept it at. I should have probably decreased it from where it was at. And look at me spoiling the first fucking topic. Damn it. Well, y'all can read the tabs. It's right there, but like, let me do sign on real quick.
Hey, ain't this an interesting story?
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah. Good evening. Hey, good evening, folks. This is the Monkey Paw podcast episode 5. I counted. Where we document the downfall of
really
mainstream Western entertainment. It's gonna happen again. It's already happened last episode. It might happen again. Yeah. Co-host Soups. We what? What? You didn't like it?
Who didn't like it? What?
What's up? Never mind. We got 4 topics lined up today because I had 3. I tried to keep it to 3, but there was one that I forgot about that I really wanted to mention. And since it's so urgent, I wanted to put it at the front of the topics list here. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Right? So a lot of you have probably already seen all of the gameplay and reviews about the latest Spider-Man 2 game and all of the complaints that people have levied toward Insomniac involving Mary Jane and involving some of the for lack of better words, woke propaganda that's present in the game. But it turns out it gets worse. It gets way worse, right? So sometime after I started noticing a few people have actually completed the game, Insomniac pretty much confirmed that they were going to make the next game pretty much solely about Miles, right? So they're retiring Peter Parker at the ripe old age of 26, and they're going to put the spotlight on him for the next game. So we're going to be covering this article from Gizmodo
games and they're already
that says Spider-Man. Bruh. Hey, I didn't make the game, bro. Just covered it. Nobody, I'm telling you this shit right now. Nobody bought the Spider-Man game
Miles
for Miles
lovers
Morales,
are not on board with
nobody
this.
bought it for real. So it says Spider-Man 2 helps Miles Morales become his ultimate self. None unlike the recent Spider-Verse films, Insomniac Games' sequel shows that Miles is and will become a great Spider-Man in his own right. Spoiler warning. Oh yeah, I guess that's appropriate. If you have any interest in this game and you haven't beaten it yet or whatever, you can go ahead and skip this section. Go ahead.
I feel like the people probably we should have probably told them that in our last episode because I was going all in on spoilers. We were both going in on spoilers last episode about the game. It's stupid.
Nah, I'm pretty sure we said we were gonna spoil it, like, because I don't really do spoiler free stuff. Because like it's kind of hard to do a review for a game without getting into some light spoilers. But at the end of it, I guess, well, this isn't a review, but just for instance, I guess the chief question is like whether or not the game's worth your money. And you have to be able to tell people what's in it without spoiling narrative. But anyway, we weren't about that clearly last stream. And I feel like we said that. But in case we didn't,
the narrative
that's my bad. Pretty ass, I'm not going to lie. So
the narrative damn near drives me away from it. Damn cliff.
Yo, check out the first line. Check out the first line of the article. The shadow of Peter Parker hovers over every spider hero, and none more than Miles Morales. Since his debut in 2011, he's gradually gone from being one of the many spider... Go ahead. Oh my God, don't do that. I know what you're thinking of.
I, can I just
Go ahead.
that first line basically just called him Peter
Go
Darker,
ahead, bro.
didn't it?
Oh my god, bro.
Peter Darker.
It might have.
Oh god.
It's fuck. It's fucked up.
It's Peter Darker.
I'm a
Oh, cancel me later, damn it.
yeah. I'm a
Let me have this.
I'm a restart from up here. It says since his debut in 2011, he's gradually gone from being one of many Spider heroes to one of the most important spiders in the entire Marvel line. Positioned as the Nightwing to Peter Parker's bat, he's nothing like Nightwing, bruh. you can't
Oh
you
my
can't do
God,
this.
no. Stop.
They didn't even
Stop.
say Robin.
Nightwing.
They didn't even say Robin, bro. They said Nightwing. No, nope, nope. Nightwing.
Oh
Nightwing
my
is his own
God.
character.
No.
Nightwing is his own
Robin
shit.
is his own
Nightwing
character,
doesn't.
too.
Nightwing isn't Batman, bro. Nightwing isn't Batman, bro. Neither is Robin. So this is no. This motherfucker calls himself Spider-Man, bro. Like how is that not confusing?
This.
No,
already.
I reject
not even
that.
2 sentences in, and they're already blowing. They're already blowing their loads on the most outlandish fucking takes. The most important, bro.
Yeah,
Miguel
no,
O'Hara,
he's
anyone?
no. I mean,
like we didn't just watch across.
Miguel O'Hara is still a supporting character. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
a
a supporting
supporting
character.
character, but,
I mean, I know he's a yeah.
Like he's also so pop. So
I mean, I
much
think
more
that's what they
popular
mean.
and,
Like,
better written, I might add. Like,
yeah, it is crazy how the clone.
no.
I mean,
Hells no.
the reason
Ed Riley is
the
better.
reason why the clones and is there a delay?
Really? What?
Hello. There is
Yeah,
delay
I hear you.
because
I hear you
like
just fine.
I'll be saying okay. I was about to say so like the reason why the clones and Miguel O'Hara is more popular is because they never tried to position those characters as replacements. Like it was understood that they were either clones or some guy from the super distant future that was doing research about Peter Parker, and they hailed him as like a national hero when he had a statue in 2099, I believe, and somebody happened to get spider powers and become the new Spider-Man of that time period. Like those characters are firmly positioned as different people, and they're not trying to.
Yeah.
They're not essentially trying to replace Peter. Like this motherfucker is literally everything they did was with Miles was a concerted effort to literally replace Peter. The first thing they did with Ultimatum, where they were gonna literally put Miles in the Ultimate Universe and take out Peter and not say anything, like they did with Wally West and that Black Flash. That was the first thing that they were gonna do. But then they didn't do it because the death of Peter Parker was coming up, and it'd be messed up for them to, literally put him right after Pete's death. But then they ended up doing it anyway. So like they tried desperately to not make it look like they killed Peter Parker off just to put Miles in his place, but that's literally what they did. Like everything they've been doing has been trying to use this guy to replace Peter. And that's the reason why the clones and Miguel O'Hara are much more well respected, because those characters made an effort to try and be different from Peter. Like they're not Spider-Man. Like even Kaine, like he makes an effort to be like, yo, I'm not Spider-Man. Like because he actually kills people. Right? And there's other ways they separate themselves from Peter, but he doesn't. Miles literally doesn't. Like his whole personality is Peter's personality. Like there's nothing that he does that we haven't seen from Peter. Like nothing. Go ahead.
It's funny how you mentioned that, because I remember back then people were going crazy when like Ben Riley was, the clone was first being introduced, because it was almost at first they tried to make him like the plot was that he was the original, and Peter was the clone. But then they backtracked because they realized the
Yeah, and
backlash
then
that
they
would
got
come about it.
cooked. They got cooked. Nah. No.
They
They
got
got a
cooked for
bunch of
that.
angry ass letters, bro. No, like they didn't fucking.
Angry
That
ass.
wasn't some shit that was like backstage. They were like, this is what we're gonna do, and the fans are like, hell no, you
Oh
do
no.
that? Nah, they got cooked, bro. They reneged on that quick, bro. But nah, bro, that's the thing, right? They want this to be a race thing so bad, right? But then you have literal examples
Yeah.
of back in the day where there's Ben Riley, who is a clone of Peter and white, right? And they try to make it a race
Mm-hmm.
thing. No, it's a familiarity thing. Like, what the fuck? They were like, what the fuck do you mean Peter Parker isn't the original Spider-Man? That's bullshit. You better fix this shit. But nah, bro. It's always a race thing when it comes to this Miles shit. Like, it's just weird. And then they're doing this where they're doing it again with this game. They're trying to take Pete out of the spotlight and replace him with Miles again, bro. It's not gonna end. And people keep denying that
Like
that's what they're trying to do.
universe, like out of universe, it's a bad decision. But in universe, it's horrible placement and timing. Can I say spoiler warning off the bat or?
I mean, there's a big ass like spoiler warning like right here on screen. Like, yeah, you can say we
Peter,
already gave one, so you can say whatever you want.
because spoiler warning, Peter Parker got in the anti-venom suit, which is a cool enough in concept, I guess, on paper. But like, back to the point, he got a power up twice from the black symbiote and then the anti-venom symbiote. He beat up Venom. You want to
Yeah, but
retire
this
him?
time that clearly means when
Like
that clearly means it's time
apparently
for him to
Peter
retire,
thinks
bro.
it's more important. apparently, apparently in game, Peter thinks it's more important to work on environmental missions, simulations, than it is to protect all of frickin' New York. He thinks Miles can take care of the
Well,
whole
nah,
damn state by
part of it
himself.
that's half of it. What he was really trying to do was go home and like be with Mary Jane. The startup company thing was only half of it, but it was still ham-fisted because this motherfucker's 26. Why would Peter Parker? Why would Peter Parker be like, all right, you be Spider-Man now? It's like it feels forced. Like it
It
forgets
is forced.
about
I mean, I
what
remember.
motivates him to be Spider-Man in the first place. Like,
I mean, also just
go
the
ahead.
stupidity of that forced line when that forced line moment where like Miles like saves him from the symbiote, and he makes that comment. It's like, damn, why would the city need me when it already has you? I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Need
That was the stupidest shit
bro,
ever,
like
bro.
what happened to the whole stupid be greater together shenanigan that the from the promotion? That literally both of you are required to do this. That's what the game like wants to ham
Nah,
fist that
it's
both of them are capable, or both of them are necessary to protect New York. And given that it's a symbiote invasion arc, badly done compared to the comic, still a symbiote invasion arc. Like
it was
seriously,
horribly done. Bro, the symbiote got like extremely powerful out of nowhere for absolutely no reason. Like
it's like
by himself.
it's like
First
they
of all, the
took.
symbiote invasion has been done like more than once. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that they took like one look at like the symbiotes, like not the character, not the person underneath the symbiote. They just took one look at Scream or one look at Null and the little mini symbiotes that in the invasions and just said, "Fuck it, let's do that." It just decided to shove that in there. They had I wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't actually know who the hell Null was or what the hell the symbiote invasion was like actually supposed to be about or who Scream is actually supposed to be.
They probably don't know. I believe the symbiote invasion happened at least 3 times. That's if
Oh, it
you
was twice.
well, I think if you count separation anxiety. Nah, I'm counting. What was it
Nah.
called? I'm counting absolute count. I'm counting absolute carnage, but if you count separation anxiety, it happened 4 times. Because there was one time way back in the day
Oh
where they weren't
Jesus.
called the Clintar, and they did kind of play with the idea of the planet of the symbiotes way back. I forgot what issue it was. Then they did it again with Null in the King in Black, and then they did it again
Yeah.
with Absolute Carnage when Cletus Cassidy got the Grendel symbiote, right? So like
Yeah.
it's like you said,
They
they took all of those concepts and they mixed them together and they rushed the fuck out of it. Like they didn't
and they
even
cut
take
out
from Web of
all the
Shadows.
important
They just
people in it. And they took from Web of Shadows and did that
yeah.
badly too. I don't know how the fuck you how do you fuck that up?
I don't know.
It's
I
like
don't know. I feel
it
like
has
every
I'm so
superhero in New
aggravated that they
York
took out
would
all
be.
the important people. Nah, the
I mean,
Avengers
that
are
is
just busy
aggravating because
watching
like
TV, the symbiote invasion on their TV in the fucking West Coast.
yeah, exactly. It's like why? Where's the X-Men? Where's the Fantastic Four? Where's the Avengers? Where the fuck is Shield? Right? Like where are they at? They're just. I don't even know if Shield exists in the Insomniac universe. I have no clue. I don't know. I do
I
not
mean,
know.
it should. I mean,
Um,
if the Avengers exist, Shield exists. If the
I
Avengers
haven't seen
exist,
them.
Sword exists. Heroes for Hire. I mean, they kind of have to exist. If
I
you
don't
have
know.
characters like Daredevil exist in this
Well,
universe,
Doctor Strange
the Heroes
exists.
for Hire kind of have to be there too. Doctor Strange is a thing, and I mean,
Doctor Strange didn't
the
make
fact
an
that Black Cat
appearance.
just robs Black Cat just robbed Doctor Strange and got away with it. Are we gonna really sweep that under the rug?
I guess that motherfucker was on vacation, bro. That's the only explanation I got. That's the only explanation I got. But
I
hang
guess
on, let me
Benedict
let me
Cumberbatch
let
couldn't be
me read
bothered.
more of the article before. I guess. Let me read a little bit more. It says with Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the tension of where Miles stands in Insomniac Games' version of the Marvel Universe is one of many threads at the heart of the sequel story. Picking up nearly a year after 2020's Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, the newest game in the series sees Miles, much like Peter, struggling with balancing his superheroic duties with his personal.
What
On a scale of
struggle?
1 to
What
10, how
struggle,
bad was the.
bro?
Right! I was just about to ask.
Bro,
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what was the struggle like for his personal life?
bro, his biggest
What
struggle
do you
was
think?
writing a damn college essay. Who struggles? Who gives a shit about college essays at this point, man? Like, it's you could easily go into college without a college essay. You could fucking dude. That, that was his biggest stressful
That's not even a.
thing aside from Martin Lee.
That's not even really the point. It's just
For
like
real.
I'm trying to think of where did he have to balance being Spider-Man and being Miles? Like, you know those moments where Peter would be somewhere and then a villain would attack and then like he'd be with people, right? He'd be with Aunt May and Mary Jane or maybe Harry, and then that
Yeah.
motherfucker would disappear and everyone's like, "Oh, that Peter, he's always running away whenever there's danger. He's a coward." And then obviously they don't know he's Spider-Man, right? So there would be small little consequences like that
Yeah.
that would affect his personal life. Where he'll be Spider-Man, obviously they don't know that, and then after all the chaos is over, he'll come back, and then everybody will chew his ass for it, like, "Where the hell were you? I was in danger. You left me by myself," and blah blah blah. Like this motherfucker never had to deal with even small shit like that. Like nothing like that happened throughout the entire course of the game, bro. Like even the thing at school, no one gave a fuck that Miles wasn't there, but the fucking principal cared that Peter wasn't there. Like it's just weird. Like what do they mean by struggle? Like what balance? There's
Yeah.
no there. Everybody knows everybody's secret identity in this shit. Like what do you mean?
Like, bro,
Go ahead.
you have Miles, but my thing is, it's like I know you're talking about that, but I think what still fucking irks me the wrong way is that you have in one scene Miles, talking about his damn college essay, but in the first scene, you have Peter struggling to hold a job as a teacher and gets fired after the whole Sandman thing because he wasn't there for the kids. Like, yeah, that's simple Spider-Man writing. But you could have had all of that without Miles, and nothing would
Well,
fucking change.
to be fair, it was implied that this had been like a chronic issue of his, and we know why, obviously, because he's fucking Spider-Man and he can't tell
Yeah,
people. But like shit like that only happens to him. Like Miles doesn't get. You're late again, Miles, for class. Like I'm gonna have to flunk you if you're late. Like, bruh, like none of that shit happens. Not for him.
ugh.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know what they
Yeah,
mean by
it's
struggle.
so
His
stupid.
mom has him going to go help. His mom has him going to go help vaguely ethnic motherfuckers out in New York City. Like it's just I don't know. It just
Oh,
felt like
the
a
fact
bunch of
that
virtue signaling, and like they're afraid to actually give him flaws.
it
Go
is,
ahead.
I mean, yeah, it is for an all a virtue signal, but because like his mom's an important woman, a lot in the law, she's a councilwoman in law. Like by all accounts, her have no hiding her son, who's basically a vigilante, fugitive, technically speaking. Shouldn't there be like shouldn't that be a snag on their reputation, or like people be trying to exploit that? Law enforcement trying to arrest Miles for being Spider-Man illegally. Like I know cops are cool with Peter, like Peter Parker, Spider-Man,
Well,
whatever, but there's still people like Jameson who would jump on that and outright slander the councilwoman for having a damn Spider-Man
oh
son.
my god,
Like, where's that
bro.
kind of struggle?
I don't think anyone. There's two things, right? So at the very least, she should have a moral and ethical dilemma about being a councilwoman and keeping the fact that her son's a vigilante a secret, kind of like the therapist in the Sopranos, right?
Exactly.
Like that was
Yeah.
a very good character dynamic because
Yeah.
she was the therapist of a fucking underground crime boss, and she couldn't tell anything. Like that weighed heavily on her conscience. Like that would be a cool dynamic. Or shit, being Spider-Man's therapist or some shit. That'd be cool. But like, here's the thing I don't get. Why doesn't Jameson talk any shit about Miles as Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Like he's only like ragging
He
on
talks shit
Peter.
about
He's
both
not
of them in plural.
like he didn't really.
He talks shit about both of them in plural.
I mean, yeah, but like it's he never specifies. I guess that's the point of calling both of them Spider-Man, but we know which one he's talking about, though. That's the thing. Like, he's not talking about Miles whenever he says Spider-Man. He's talking about Peter. But I guess whatever. I guess. Let me continue on and see where we can end it, cuz like to be honest, at this point, I'm just waiting for the game to drop with the sequel of him in it, just so I can see how it does. Where was I?
My
Oh
my
yeah, struggling
prediction
with
on how this
balancing
is
his
gonna go, I
superheroic
think.
duties. Nah, you can finish. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but what I think is gonna happen is I think Insomniac is gonna realize, like late in the game, that oh wait, shit, we need to actually have Peter in it, so they're gonna have him as like a background, like you could talk to as Miles, like how they did in his own game.
What the
Like
fuck?
have him still be around. Yeah, basically you basically have him on speed dial is what I think they're gonna do because you need to keep the illusion that he's still gonna be in there because it's Spider-Man, and everyone loves Peter Parker. And I feel like Insomniac, either they really have
Nobody's
the balls to
accepting
actually
that,
cut out
bro.
Peter
I'm not
entirely, or they're gonna have Peter in as on speed dial so that you could talk to him and give Yuri Lowenthal some lines to voice.
I am not accepting Peter Parker being relegated to a side bitch, bro. It's just not happening. I'm not. No, not that I planned on buying the sequel anyway.
Nah.
But nah, bro.
At this point, I honestly I feel
God damn,
at
bro.
this rate I feel like I am gonna drop the sequel because there's no fucking way you can have Miles be the center of attention. Even in universe, when you're trying to set up the Green
I'm not
Goblin,
playing that shit.
like you have to have Peter in there somehow. He's gonna have to be in the game. He can't actually commit to it.
Green Green Goblin's gonna throw Peter off a bridge, and he's gonna break his neck. Miles is gonna try and save Peter.
No.
And
Oh,
Peter's
no.
gonna get his neck broke.
Oh,
Peter's gonna be
no,
the
not
stand-in for Gwen Stacy.
no, not this way.
Fuck, man, that'd be funny as fuck, bro. I would die of laughter. I'm like, you motherfuckers went with this decision. This is what y'all went with. Oh, bro, that would be funny. Oh, but hold on, let me see how much long. Let me see how much more we got.
Finish up. Yeah, go.
Shit, there's a continue reading button.
Go on.
Oh, there's not much more left. So
Yeah, go on.
while he proved himself a hero by defending, while he proved himself a hero by defending Harlem on his own, there's still moments where he needs to call the other Spider-Man in for help, which hurts him even more as his friends Genki and Haley have already been accepted into college, and his mother is beginning to date again. Oh my God, bro. I'm trying to keep reading without stopping. But how the fuck is this a struggle between his superhero life and his personal life? How is this a direct conflict? Bro, the Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll save it to the end.
During the
deep breaths.
During the game's first half, Miles ends up taking a bit of a backseat as Peter and Harry Osborn, who uses his symbiote to operate as Proto-Venom alongside Spider-Man. That's what we're calling that shit, Proto-Venom. Tangle with Kraven and his army of hunters. He's still positioned. I don't know. I think they're just calling it that for the sake of the article, but he's still positioned as a lead character, but the symbiote's influence on Peter results in him eventually getting sidelined on missions and told to hang back. And if Peter isn't doing it, Miles is doing what? All right, this is a fucking typo. Miles is doing to himself and ducking out of spending time with his loved ones. It all gets to Miles in a real way, which hits especially. Man, stop. I'm so tired of them hamming this shit up, dude. Let me finish. Especially hard if one chooses to look at the mission logs through his POV. There's a real sense of aimlessness for him early on, further driven home as several Miles story missions in the first half are solid, but nonetheless odd one-offs that feel like, or just actually are, setups for side activities. On some level, this part of Spider-Man 2's story may feel at odds with its marketing, which has heavily billed the sequel as a team-up between the two Spiders, but the game begins to really do right by Miles as the story pivots by focusing on lingering issues for him from those two first games. After being captured by Kraven to be the hunter's next target, the younger Spider-Man comes face to face with Martin Lee, who was responsible for the murder of his father, Jefferson Davis, in the first game. By fighting the negativity inside of himself manifested as evil versions of his loved ones and naturally gaining new powers, Miles ends up conquering his demons. Now that he's in a considerably better emotional place, he's the only one who can save Peter from the symbiote. When it comes to Miles, it's best to look at Spider-Man 1, his titular title game, and Spider-Man 2 as a trilogy. Doing so provides a genuine sense of payoff, and Miles comes considerably into his own during the remainder of Spider-Man 2's campaign. With how much he holds his ground against the influence of the symbiote during its takeover of New York, and how he's ultimately the one who pulls Harry from the brink of death, it feels more than appropriate for the game to end with him and Peter accepting that he can be New York's only Spider-Man. I messed up, my bad. If his solo
Go on,
game was
go on, go
about
on, go
him
on.
telling himself that he's got what it takes, his this sequel is about him and Peter actually internalizing and accepting that. The feeling is further enhanced if one goes through as many of the side missions and activities as possible as him after completing the main story. Excuse me. Two of these, one of which features a side character from the original game, feel particularly potent through Miles' eyes. By extension, side missions specific to him help flesh out his supporting cast, namely his mother Rio and love interest Haley. For those who feel like Spider-Man's moved away from his friendly neighborhood moniker in recent years, Insomniac appears to have heard you and built as much of the side material around appealing to that subsection of the fandom, which fits when shown through Miles' POV. There's always a question of what you do with legacy superheroes. Stop calling Miles a legacy superhero, bro. This motherfucker was he debuted in 2011. Particularly those who share the same mantle and operate in the same city. The question of their larger identity and how to live up to that hangs over the new character in a way that can sometimes make for good drama, but also be completely unfair to them if a particular moment doesn't land well. But also be completely unfair to the. I can't believe I just did that. For Miles, it's been an especially thorny dilemma. When his original co-creator, Brian Michael Bendis, was his chief writer, it seemed like Bendis was gearing him up to ditch the Spider-Man mantle for something wholly his own. But those plans were abandoned after Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse served as the definitive Miles Morales text in the eyes of the general public. Much like Peter, he is Spider-Man in a way that's undeniable. Citation needed. Which was a core message of both Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse from earlier this summer and his solo game. Peter will almost certainly be back and playable for Spider-Man 3 whenever that eventually releases. But by ending on the promise of Miles being the main Spider-Man going forward, Insomniac opens the franchise up to new possibilities for him and other Spider heroes that'll come into the mix. Something the post-credit scene indicates the studio is acutely aware of. We got three other topics, and I'm trying to get through all of them. But where the fuck do we begin, bro?
I want to make a note of the side missions first.
They keep.
I want to make
go
a
ahead.
Note of the side missions,
and I'm about to grill grill the fuck out of this fucking struggle between. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
look,
bro.
you know, I've been grilling this game too. Okay, so let me go first. So, on the side missions, Miles' specific side missions are worthless. Are absolutely worthless. Like it's
trash.
Just nonsensical. Like they try to excuse it as him being the quote unquote friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. But literally, he could be doing anything else better, and helping dude get a date. Help a dude ask his boyfriend out to homecoming, or his girlfriend spray painting on a wall. He could do have so much better than this. This is absolutely worthless. And the side missions where you can pick between, like Peter and Miles, you know damn well, almost all of us chose Peter by default because he's Spider-Man. And that one side character that they're talking about,
BIPOC
the only
poetry.
side characters I felt bad for, like, oh my god, no, no. I only gave a damn about the Pigeon Man, Henry, and that one grandpa you had with dementia or signs of dementia. Help look for, because those two missions are the only ones that are like emotional enough worth being Spider-Man missions. And given how you play as Peter Parker when you have to catch the pigeons in the first game, it makes it all the more worthwhile for it to be him, not freaking Miles. Miles catching those pigeons
that was a good
is just
payoff for
because Peter did it.
Yeah, but the payoff with Harold was cool.
I was actually hurt.
Yeah. Helping somebody
Also,
find
like,
their lost
bro,
grandpa definitely does seem like something Spider-Man would do. But there was a bunch
yeah,
of
and
other
having
shit
Peter
that
Parker
just
Spider-Man
felt.
sit down, and yeah, having Peter Parker Spider-Man actually sit down with that
Nah,
old
not
man and
fair.
talking to him is so in his character. So I did that as him
Yeah,
because
that's
I
something he
damn
would
sure was
do.
not gonna do it as Miles. I was damn sure not gonna do that as Miles. What the fuck does Miles know? I mean, he
Nothing
got
about that
nothing to
character.
himself.
You
He got no
know,
struggles.
Peter
Now
was
go
the.
segue to you.
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna grill. The fucking they keep trying to ham up how he has to balance being Spider-Man and being Miles when he doesn't, bruh. He literally doesn't have to. All of his friends know he's Spider-Man, and all of them understand that he has to be somewhere else. Like, it's a lot different dynamic when the people know what you're doing. That's where the dilemma is supposed to come in as a Spider-Man. So for them to try to compare the shit that happened in this game to Peter Parker literally losing the love of his life because he couldn't stop being his superhero alter ego is fucking insulting. Like, bro, he had to walk away from Mary Jane because he had to be Spider-Man. And she still didn't know he was Spider-Man. You know how much it hurt him to not be able to tell Mary Jane that he was Spider-Man, bro? And they have the fucking gall to compare this bullshit to that? That's ridiculous. It's completely retarded,
Like,
bro. Like, it
it's
is. Go ahead.
it's just like the
No, go
number
ahead.
one thing I know people especially loved about Spider-Man was that Peter had to actually keep his identity secret because there were actual consequences to people finding out his identity. Notably, people who hated him finding out he was Spider-Man became his enemy, his
Yeah,
villains.
Back in Black. Back in Black was a direct result of that. That is struggle being Spider-Man. After Civil War, when he revealed his secret identity, fucking Kingpin put a hit out on him, and the bullet missed him and hit Aunt May. Where's the drama like that for Miles? It doesn't exist. Where's that shit at?
Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock
You know
is
what
the
I
literal
mean?
result of what happens when someone who doesn't like you finds out you're Spider-Man. Brock with a fucking vendetta against Peter Parker,
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Uh, became his one of his worst enemies
You
because
know
of
what's
that.
crazy?
Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, same thing.
Yep. You know what's crazy? I believe I believe Venom and Eobard Thawne would be best friends, bro. They would be best friends because they're
Oh
both
my god.
extremely petty. They're the pettiest. They are the
They
pettiest motherfuckers on
they are
earth, bro.
petty as
The
fuck.
pettiest men alive, bro. Oh my god, that's pretty much all I had to say on the Spider-Man 2 game, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, putting him at the forefront. Like, I don't know, like who. Nobody asked for this. Not even people who are fans of Miles asked for this. Like, I
That's what
have
I'm
no
saying. Not
idea
even Miles
what the fuck
lovers
they're thinking.
wanted
I just don't know. I don't know. But
this.
this is all related. This is all related. Actually, I think I want to cover the Five Nights at Freddy's thing last. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
cover
Go on.
Brie Larson's The
We
Marvels.
got.
Yep, we might like. First of all, did
Might as
anyone
well.
did anyone did anyone see this movie that wasn't a YouTube reviewer, bro? Like, cause the people were predicting that this movie would be doing worse than The Flash, and it did. It did worse than The Flash, and apparently it did worse than Ant-Man Quantumanium. It says Brie Larson's The Marvels
That is
bombs at the
amazing.
box office with worst opening weekend in MCU history. I don't see how it's amazing because I knew it would do worse than Flash because the Flash actually has a fan base. Who asked for any three of these characters? Do you know anybody who likes these characters, bro? I don't know a single person who
Uh,
likes these characters.
I don't know.
That's how I knew that it would do worse than the Flash. Like, I let's get into it, bro. Hold up. The Brie Larson led The Marvels bombed in its opening weekend at the box office, posting the worst opening weekend in Marvel Cinematic Universe history without even having to factor in inflation. According to the numbers, the film that was pretty funny. The film only grossed 47 million in its domestic opening weekend. The film grossed 6.6 million on Thursday night, 21.5 million on Friday, 15.3 million on Saturday, and 10.2 million on Sunday. The Marvels brought in 63 million internationally for a global total of 110 million, 110.3 million. The top 5 international markets are currently China with 11.7 million,
The fact
the
that you're
United
losing
Kingdom
money
with
without
4.3 million. Go ahead.
ooh, the fact that you losing money without
Bro.
inflation, without you can't even you lost so much money you can't even use inflation as an excuse. That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, you can't. What, bro? I wish somebody would try to use inflation as an excuse for a movie that's supposed to gross over $1 billion. If you don't get the fuck out of here, bro, I didn't hit my margins because of inflation, bro. It was the pandemic, bro. Is that inflation? Movie tickets are more expensive, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's so stupid, bro. Like, Indonesia, 3.7 million. South Korea, 3.5 million. And France with 3.1 million. Oh my God. As noted above, the $47 million domestic opening weekend is the worst in Marvel Cinematic Universe history without even factoring in inflation. They said that shit is going to get me every time. The previous holder of that title was The Incredible Hulk. The film grossed 55.4 million back in 2008. 2015's Ant-Man had the worst box office gross if you factor in inflation. The film grossed 57.2 million back in 2015. Factoring it, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think people like remember how when older Marvel movies used to be judged like really harshly, like Thor: The Dark World, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 3. Okay, Iron Man 3 still deserves the
To be
criticism it gets. But I mean like Incredible Hulk, well, that
about to
movie
say
is looking better by the day. And I liked it even back then.
with Ed Norton, yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Really did. A lot of the old school Marvel movies,
People
even the Hulk movie before Ed
like
Norton,
you can't
I enjoyed it, but go ahead.
okay, wait, but the one before Ed Norton, okay, no, that one was bad in my opinion. Not, like no, that one did not age well. Incredible Hulk ages like wine. The older, the more this shit comes out.
You're not wrong. The only flaw the Ed Norton film had was that Abomination didn't really look like himself. As for the one before that, I did enjoy it, but the reason why I enjoyed it was because like I saw that movie in theaters when I was like really young, and it was just cool to see a character from a comic book in a movie. But now that I'm older, yeah, that shit. I mean, even when I was younger and I was watching that shit in the theater, a lot of the action scenes were so dark, bro. I couldn't see what the fuck was going on. I couldn't see anything. It was pitch
Bro,
black when he was fighting the gamma radiated bulldogs, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I can't see shit. Go
what the
ahead.
fuck is going on? It reminds me of when I barely remember this, but when Spider-Man 3 came out in movie theaters, the part where Spider-Man goes up against
Mm-hmm.
Sandman in the subway in the tunnels? In the movie theater, that fight
Yeah,
was
that part. I
actually
love
was
that
so
part of that
dark. You
movie.
could only hear like the punching, the screaming, like you knew some hard shit was going down, but it was really hard to tell what the hell was going on.
but you couldn't see it.
Like, I don't know what's going on, but this sounds fucking awesome.
Somebody's getting their ass beat, but oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro.
You gotta love movie theaters, man.
But nah, the CGI in the other Hulk film was ass. It was terrible. I don't know what they were doing with absorbing man in the. Anyway, you get the point. I enjoyed it because I was young, but the CGI was ass. Yeah. Moving on. Okay, it says factoring in inflation that comes out to $74.3 million in 2023 dollars. Okay. The film did meet box office projections from Box Office Pro, who predicted the film. Yeah, that's what it said. The film did meet box office projections from Box Office Pro, who predicted the film would gross between $35 million and $49 million. However, those projections were significantly reduced in the month leading up to the film's release. The outlet originally projected the film would gross between $50 million and $75 million in its opening weekend and go on to earn between $121 million and $189 million in its entire domestic run. Dun-dun-dun. My God, bro. Like, this shit does not look interesting. That's supposed to be the main villain of this movie. I don't get it.
Can someone give me context? Who is that supposed to be? Because that's not Ronan. So who is that?
No, it's not Ronan. It's supposed to be a character called Dar-Ben. That character is insanely obscure. Like, insanely obscure. Right? And she doesn't look... Even if you knew who Dar-Ben was... Even if you knew who that character was, she looks nothing like them. Nothing like them. Like, at all. like they look nothing alike. And like everyone's been saying, she doesn't look intimidating at all. Like, she doesn't look like villain material. Go ahead.
I miss the day and age, like the lost art of making characters look like the comic book forms. Like with Green Goblin, he looks like the Green Goblin, even if it's not the same kind of suit that the Green Goblin wore in the comics or in the 90s cartoon. Or Doc Ock.
But to be fair, that nigga looked like a Power Ranger.
It still works for the context, at least. You could still tell it was the Green Goblin, for sure.
Yeah. You could.
Pretty
good.
And then like other villains, like with Loki, when he used to be a villain, still had the helmet with the horns and all that. Like Loki. You could tell that was Loki from the comics. Dr. Doom even
Loki was a cold villain back in the...
I mean, it was bad, but he still had the... Like, he was still all metal with the cap and the mask. He looked like Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he did. There was a lot more effort put in to making characters look like they're supposed to be. Like, even the original Fantastic Four movie with, Chris Evans. Chris Evans, right? That's him. Captain America. He played Human Torch, too. That's right Chris, right? Chris Evans?
Yeah.
I'm not... Okay.
Yeah, right. That's Chris Evans.
Chris Hemsworth is Thor. Stupid. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, I was right here. As for who was going to see the Marvels, Box Office Pro reports. Yeah. It says, as for who was going to see the Marvels, Box Office Pro reports that the audience was 61% male. They also note that 67% of moviegoers were over the age of 25.
Out of how many?
Like 61% were male. Out
of how many people that went in?
Out of how? No, ask your question.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, these percentages were really out of how many people?
Oh, you want a raw number? Because like, if it's 61% of males, they just did a percentage. Yeah, like they did a percentage base. So like they're doing 100% of like the total. Like 61% out of that 100 was male. So more men showed up to see this than women. as per usual, because no matter how much they try to deny it, Marvel and DC are male dominated hobbies. Like comic books is a male dominated hobby. Like they keep trying to make it seem like it's not, but that's just the way it is. So obviously more men would have showed up, even if it was just to hate watch the shit. Like, you know what I mean? It says that they also note that 67% of moviegoers were over the age of 25. Finally, they note that 45% of ticket sales were in premium formats. In comparison, Captain Marvel's box office saw 55% of moviegoers being male and 63% being older than 25. Premium formats only made up 34% of ticket sales. Okay, as for audience reaction, the movie received an abysmal B from Cinema Score. For comparison, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania also received a B, as did Eternals. Both Thor: Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness received a B+. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3
like
had an A Cinema Score. I don't even know what B is supposed to mean. It said abysmal B. Like, I don't know what that means, though. Like, I mean, if we're going from, yeah, A to Z. Let's give it a D minus, a D. Box office analyst OMB Reviews reacted to the poor box office performance, declaring, "Goes to show you, if you make a bunch of films within a short amount of time and you don't actually give fans what they want because instead you're deciding to push various aspects of identity politics and other nonsense in it, guess what? People are going to stop going to your movies." I mean, and this is exactly the point, right? This was exactly the point of me reading the fucking the article for this movie flopping. This is why everyone is going in on this movie, because no one asked for this shit. Not only did no one ask for this shit, all the shit they asked for, you didn't want to give them. And like this entertainment just has this habit of trying to shove shit down your throat, and like it's not our fault. It's not my fault. God damn, I'm tongue tied. It's not our fault we're having to repeat ourselves when you continuously do the same thing over and over. Like, we're gonna react to it regardless. So like, I mean, like what do they expect? Like, I'm not gonna give you money if you're just not gonna give me what I want. And that's what the following article after this one is gonna point out too. They constantly drive away their fan bases and bastardize prior IPs that people fell in love with. And they still expect your fucking money. But that's not how the market is going to work. And they're going to find that shit out. What'd he say? Let me see.
I like what Wes in the chat. I think he missed it. He said no, he said like for some reason it's not showing, but I saw he said nobody asked for this post-Marxist indoctrinated bullshit or something along those lines. Say it again, Derpy. Say that again. Like, I saw it in the chat.
He said,
but it faded away.
I'm reading it. He's like, nobody asked for this post-Marxian critical theory bullshit. Nobody. Woke shit is post-Marxian critical theory, guys. Please openly state this on the podcast. I mean, it is. I mean, no, you're absolutely right, Derpy Redneck. This is a form of cultural Marxism. It is. Like, that's what it is. We've stated multiple times that they're doing this expressly to push a message, like, of identity politics and diversity and inclusion and all this goofy shit. Like, go ahead, Sue. Oh, what's up, D-Live? I see you.
No, go ahead, Sue. Like, that's what he said. That was the nail on the head. I'm saying, like, that's what I was trying to read off. He said, "Oh, nail on the head."
Yo, he was mad, bro. I love this energy, Redneck. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, bro. He's like, "Fuck, man. Nobody asked for this shit."
Redneck,
bro. Derp
Redneck always be having that
Oh my
that good
god.
energy, man. He always be having that good energy. Nick, you need to
Yo,
show up. You need
Redneck
to
is
watch
my spirit
our live
animal
streams
right
more
now.
often, man.
Yeah, he's like, an unironic way to promote diversity is to advocate liberty. They're not gonna make a move. They're not gonna do that, bro. Advocate leaving each other the fuck alone.
Ah.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, but like, the thing with this entertainment stuff is that you really don't want to shove any type of like political ideology in them unless it's like thematic. Like, people like to conflate dystopian stories or stories that feature a one world government or wartime stories with being political, when it's kind of fallacious, because in the lens of stories that speak on one world governments and wartime, they're historical, and furthermore, for the dystopian takes, they're more theoretical than anything. I still count them as historical because in some ways we've already seen what stories like 1984, Fahrenheit 451, I believe, and what's the other one? It's on the tip of my tongue. Catch 22. In some ways, we've already seen what those stories are trying to. Yeah, exactly. The magic world is subtlety. The magic word is subtlety. We've already seen what those stories are trying to depict in some way. But yeah, like, I don't even know if I need to continue the rest of this article, because like, we got to the point of it. I guess we're almost to the end of it. I'll wrap it up.
Try to
Because
skip,
right after we finish this article, I mean, no, it's like there's very little left, because I was gonna get into the Green Lantern thing, and then after that talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. But it says OMB reviews would also respond to arguments that the box office was so bad because the film lacked promotion from its main actors such as Brie. That is not why. I'm sorry. Promotion would not have saved this shit.
YouTube would nonstop shove this movie in my face. YouTube would nonstop shove this movie to my face during November.
Bruh.
Bullshit on promotion.
No amount of promotion would have saved this dumpster fire, bruh. Bro, they've been trying to light the dumpster fire for months, bro. We saw him. He stated, well, the fact that they had even just a few days to promote this movie and the film still came in at the bottom end of their estimates tells me that the promotion doesn't do anything. I mean, yeah, of course it didn't. Like, people counted this movie out before it even came out. And I know motherfuckers will say, that's not fair. Yes, it is. It's completely fair, because this isn't some shit that just happened overnight. This is a long, unbroken series of events, bro. They have betrayed the trust of the public, and this is the consequence they pay for it.
Wait, Kaine, actually, I just remembered something. So now that you mentioned that, it reminds
What's
me.
up?
Yesterday I was having this conversation with a friend who was having a different argument about the Madam Web movie trailer that just came out recently. It's the typical.
Yeah.
Well, you can't judge it. The trailer just came out, but like, just a minute in, and you could tell what it's.
Yes,
already
you
about,
can.
and
Oh my
it's
fucking.
stupid.
Oh
Yes,
my.
yeah.
I hate when
It's
people say
stupid.
that shit, bro. Bro, what's the point of the trailer is to judge whether or not you like what you see. So if let me get this straight, bro. I say this shit all the time. So if I see the trailer and I'm like, this movie's gonna slap, bro, it's gonna be the best thing ever, it's gonna be awesome, nobody's gonna say shit. Nobody's gonna be like, bro, it's not even out yet, you don't know if that movie's gonna be good. But if I say it's gonna be ass, bro, it's not fair, bro, you don't know, it ain't even out yet, it's not fair. Oh, this shit is so gay, bro. I don't understand how blind enthusiasm is okay, but being like, I'm not really feeling that. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers always have something to say whenever you think something's gonna be trash. Like, it's just, I don't get it, bro. Like, I understand people who think everything is ass unjustifiably, but for this day and age, thinking everything is ass It's accurate. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, bro. It is. It's just accurate. It just is. Like you have to dig for a good. You have to dig for a good cinematic experience nowadays. Go ahead.
Hey, did you pause the stream? It says it on our on. It says it on my end that you paused the stream. Hang on.
I think I paused it for you on the back end, but it's still going. Like I'm still live.
I think you did. And I know I can still hear you, and we're still live. I'm just saying, like, can you still move the screen on my end? Because like it.
Oh, hang on. Yeah,
Can you try to unpause it?
I know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah. Let me do that for you.
Okay.
Hold on.
But back to the discussion point. Yeah, I never followed this kind of logic that you can't judge something until it comes out. Like, why not? I do, first impressions are a thing.
That shit is so. What's the point of advertisement, bro? That is the entire. That's the whole point of the advertisement, bro. And I just don't get it. I don't understand why motherfuckers be like, oh, you can't say it's bad. Like, it's so stupid. Why not? Oh, my God, bro. Hang on.
Is that... I feel like that's like a fuck...
Can you see the...
Like
can you see the...
or something.
Can you see the... Nah, people are just sensitive. Can you see the back end?
Yeah, I see it.
Bro, we're only an hour in. I'm thinking we're like way over. We're only an hour and some change in. We can get through all this shit. All right, good. Okay.
No, this
all
is
right.
actually the longest we've.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, go ahead. Okay.
I was gonna say This is I feel like this is the longest I've been on here, but keep going.
Okay, he stated. I think this is where I was last.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I stopped.
Yeah.
I actually stopped him in the
promotion. You can't judging.
OMB reviews would.
I was talking about the whole judging.
OMB reviews would also respond to arguments. Yeah, that the box office was so bad because the film lacked promotion from its main actors such as Brie Larson, Teyonah Parris, and Iman Vellani. He stated, well, the fact that they had even just a few days to promote this movie and the film still came in at the bottom end of their estimates tells me that the promotion doesn't do anything. That promotion, that going on late night shows, that does not really move the needle anymore. There's just no evidence to really suggest that. What? Hang on, I'm trying to compute what the fuck you just said. I'm sorry. Well, the fact that they had even just a few days.
Which part are you at?
I think he's trying to say. I mean, the part where his quotes, like where he sounds.
He's saying that celebrities. He's right, like,
No, go ahead.
He mentions the talk show hosts, like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, those type of people. He's right. Like hopping onto those shows does not really count as good promotion anymore because no one fucking watches those anymore.
Nobody watching them. Nobody's watching them. The key to kind of understanding this is actually going to be looking ahead towards a film like the Hunger Games prequel coming out soon, because that film will have had at least a couple of weeks worth, or at least a full week's worth of promotional materials he added. I mean, I heard one person say they watched it and it wasn't as bad as they thought, but most people are saying, "Oh, Rachel Zegler? No, thanks." But like, I mean, that's the end of this article. I promise, guys. There is a point to me. There's a point to me showing all this shit that nobody asked for. There's a point. There's a light in the darkness.
There's a method to our madness.
But now we're gonna talk about Green Lantern writer Tim Sheridan to donate royalties in response to anti-gay backlash. Fuck, man. Dude, I wish I had the video, bro. The entire promotion of this book was motivated by spite, bro. we can't let the comics gate trolls win, bro. That's what this book was promoted on. We have to rally against the comics gate
Boys.
trolls to make sure my gay Green Lantern comic book does numbers. Like,
Bro,
how do you sell a comic book? Like, talk about being out of right, like, talk about being out of touch with your fan base. Like, this book was literally promoted using hatred for another group of people, bro. Like, it like unironically, we have to stick it to the comics gate trolls. Like, what the fuck? Were you gonna say something?
He really wants to stick something, that's for sure. You didn't hear me?
Oh no. I did. Yeah,
you heard me, right?
Yes. I heard you, bro. Green Lantern is the first time I, an out queer writer, have told a story with a lead character who's gay, says Tim Sheridan. And everyone clapped. It's common for comic book creators to get on social media and rally fans to buy their newest book. But writer Tim Sheridan, whose credits include Teen Titans Academy, Dragon Age Absolution, and as of this week, DC Comics 6-issue miniseries Alan Scott The Green Lantern, had something a little different to say last week.
Jesus.
In a video posted on X, if I can get this up so I can play it, I will play this shit live. I think it's probably gonna look choppy as a motherfucker, but I will play it live.
But dude.
You were unable to view this post because the account on it. Yo, did he block me? Dude, did Tim Sheridan block me, bro? I can't watch the video because I'm blocked. Oh no. I didn't do shit. I've never interacted with him. What?
You insulted him, you bigot.
Bro, this has to mean... Bro, I gotta look this up now, bro. Tim Sheridan. Hold up. Tim
you blocked you for
Sheridan. I gotta look. I have to see if this motherfucker blocked me, bro. I have to see it.
Actually block you. There you go.
I don't know which one is his though. Shit.
Does it have a blue check mark?
Shit.
Always
it
check,
might.
it's always
I
the
don't
blue
know.
check mark.
Shit.
Man. I think it might be that first one. Oh wait, yeah, it's the one with the comic on it. Scroll up. Sure. Oh no.
This one?
I think.
But no, that's bounding in the comics. I'm trying to see if Tim.
Above it, atop.
I don't want to take up.
Go back. No, wait.
It? Hold up.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you, it was right above the bounding in the comics one. I think that was him.
Fuck.
If he actually has,
I don't know.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off. You offended him from afar.
Fine. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. No, because like I actually want to know if he blocked me or not. I want to know. I am Tim Sheridan. That's the name of his shit. His shit is called.
We're trying. Okay, we're trying to put it live. We're trying to do it live. Talking to chat.
I just want to see.
Chat that we're trying to go live. Do it live. Fuck it. He's so cool. It's so quotable.
Why am I blocked, bro? I've never. I have, bro. What? Dude, what the fuck? I never talked to him, bro. I never even. I can't see him. You know what? Fuck him. You know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna find this. You know what? Fuck him. We playing that video anyway. Fuck him. Hold up. We're doing it anyway. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck him. We're playing that goddamn video just for this bullshit right here. I never did shit to him, bro. All I did was criticize his comic book. Fuck him. Hold up. This is bullshit. I got blocked for absolutely no reason. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Oh, Toast commented, bro straight denied you.
Don't be this guy. Fuck. We might have to see it through Ripper. Hold up. Let me just, because we might have to see it through Ripper.
My apologies for just not getting to this. Been very busy
Skip past,
as of late. But just to give you guys some perspective, the person that we're going to be watching just really quick in his video, Tim Sheridan, he is the writer of this upcoming Green Lantern book. We already got rumblings of it that they were going to be going into great detail about for those that hadn't seen it. And then I'll give you my commentary here in a bit. But let's listen in.
Tim Sheridan, writer of DC's Alan Scott, The Green Lantern, and I just opened up a box of advanced copies of issue 1, which look amazing. This is the main cover, which also gets a virgin foil variant, and that's by the great.
Oh, that was so fucking hilarious.
Two other amazing variants, one by John K. Snyder III, and
it looks choppy. I'm sorry, guys.
By Nick Robles. I am here to ask you.
All right, so that's
just listen to how he
variants
promotes
off
this,
rip
though.
for the number one. Just throwing that out there. There will be many, many more. Best believe that.
Comes out next DC Tuesday, October 24th, but already the haters and the queerphobes are out in force, doing everything they can to see that this book tanks. They use code and they make it sound like they have legit problems with a book they haven't read. But the truth is, they just don't like that there's a queer.
Oh my god,
bro. Let me tell you something, bro. When I first heard him say that, in my mind, I'm like, who the fuck knew this book was coming out before you posted this video? Who knew? I didn't know that book existed before he said that dumb shit about they talking code and queerphobes and all that goofy shit. No one who had any interest in Marvel and DC is following them motherfuckers anymore unless they're reviewing the comics to make money off of you fucking idiots. And even they didn't know this shit was dropping until you put the video up. So what does he mean? Now, silence is violence, bro. They bought
Hero in the upper rank.
I only knew about this video because of the boy Zach and Rippa. That's it. I'm saying I only knew about this from your boy Zach and Rippa. That's it.
Boy, that is a crazy ass soy face I got on the screen. Let me screen cap that for later.
Cap it, screenshot it. Memes. The memes will rise.
We're gonna make that a fucking bro. He looks like the SpongeBob emote. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Hold on.
But the truth is, they just don't like that there's a queer hero in the upper ranks of the DCU. The only way we can shut these people down is to make this book an undeniable success. The only way to prove to all the big publishers that there's a huge market for authentic stories about LGBTQIA+ characters, and that these stories are for everyone, is to buy the heck out of books like this. This one's only 6 issues, and each one has a few variants. So I'm asking, if you have the means, buy them up. Buy extras to give to people you think really need to read it. Now, you might say this sounds like a great way for Tim Sheridan to make a bundle in royalties. Well, no, I won't make a penny because every single royalty I receive from these 6 issues will go straight to a charity that's very important to me and that I've supported for a long time, the Elton John AIDS Foundation, which works to prevent HIV stigma and provide compassionate care for all communities. I am asking you to join the Corps. If you care about truth and justice, about shining a light in the darkness.
Oh my god, he's flexing the Green Lantern ring.
Continue to be for everyone. Or if you just want to force these comic gate trolls back under the bridge they crawled out from, please support our book and send a message that the bullying and the lies and the hate have to stop. Everyone deserves to see themselves in comics. Everyone needs allies, and if you're an ally, now is the time to step up. We outnumber them.
Guilt tripping,
so let's
bro.
pool our power, vote with our wallets, and beat these assholes. Add as many of these 4 variant covers for Alan Scott, the Green Lantern, to your pull list today. Pick them up in store next week, Tuesday the 24th. Thank you so much.
And
Hey,
the actual tweet
I
reads
like,
right here, comics.
Okay. I like Redneck's comment. Red,
Jesus
Redneck
fucking
said this
Christ. Shout
eggnog's
out
a
Young
big
Ripper
OP.
59. Shout out Eric July. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Oh my God, dude. Oh. What are you
Kaine, do
saying?
you hear
This
me?
eggnog's a bit OP. What are you saying? No, I heard you.
He
I was
said
just
this eggnog is a bit OP.
No, he's sipping eggnog,
Bro,
eggnog watching
I
the
was saying
stream. That's
earlier-
funny. Oh, D. Yeah.
Saying, fucking, I think, add some just edit some tears onto his face. It's gonna look damn near like Kevin Smith after He-Man.
You're an asshole, dude. Dude. Oh, fuck, dude. I still can't, bro. Why am I blocked? I'm still, fuck it. Let's keep reading. Let's just keep reading. Let's just keep reading. I had to show that for extra
I need to change
context,
my-
okay? In a video posted on X.
I need to change my
Go ahead.
profile pic to Bully McGuire. I need to change my profile pic to Bully McGuire
You
for
do.
this segment.
Ah, shit. Go ahead, bro. In a video posted on X, formerly known as it's still Twitter, Sheridan asked fans for a favor when it came to the Green Lantern, saying already the haters and the queerphobes are out in force doing everything they can to see that this book tanks. They use code and they make it sound like they have legit problems with a book they haven't read yet. But the truth is, they just don't like that there's a queer hero in the upper ranks of the DCU. Like, no one gave a fuck, bro. In response, Sheridan announced he was asking queer and open-minded fans to pick up copies of the series, written by him and drawn by that guy, and would be donating all his royalties to the Elton John AIDS Foundation. I'm sorry, I didn't want to butcher his name. I think that's Cyan Tormey. I didn't want to butcher it. Anyway, Green Lantern is the first time I, an out queer writer, have told a story with a lead character who's gay. Sheridan told Polygon via email. As the original Green Lantern, Alan Scott was one of DC's earliest superheroes. The idea of evolving the character towards queerness has been percolating since 2012. He came out of the closet in 2020 in a 2020 story written by James Tynion the Fourth and drawn by Stephen Byrne. I'm sorry, some of these names are gonna fuck me up. I apologize. To be honest, I was not sure I would accept the assignment when it was offered, Sheridan said. And that's because of the experiences I've had with bigots, mostly on social media, working to sabotage the success of projects that feature diverse characters and or diverse creators, all in furtherance of their hateful and, as I see it, dumb agenda. I'm no stranger to this type of bullying, but for a long time, I tried to ignore it for fear of fueling a fire I didn't start. Fast forward last week, our book has been attacked since it's announced, and with the release of the preview pages last week, the attacks began growing exponentially. I saw that, and knowing it would continue to fester if left unchecked, I re-examined my fire fueling policy and tried to turn it into a firefighting policy. So,
Like
very
fire
dishonest
policy.
when these comic pros say that they didn't start anything. It's very dishonest because, granted, I do not know much about the very first Green Lantern because I'm not a DC guy, but I do know that previously he wasn't gay. Like he was never gay until recently.
None of the previous Green
So
Lanterns were gay.
changing.
Also,
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I was gonna say none of the previous Green Lanterns were. Also, that firefighting policy should be changed to fire fueling policy.
Basically, I mean, they just been they gaslight the fans anyway. Like it's just they change legacy characters in ways that are unnecessary, and when people when the backlash comes as a result, they dismiss passionate fans as istophobes and trolls, bro. Like, and I can't, bro. I still don't understand why the comic book industry is in shambles, bro. I just don't get it. I'll never know at this rate. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy.
It's so many people. How so many people just magically became so big. It's ignorant people on the planet. I can't fathom it, man. Just how did we all become the bullies? We became We went from nerds to bullies
Overnight.
man.
I don't know,
we
bro.
just gotta accept the label now. Just embrace the bully within
That is
you.
crazy. I never even thought about it. I never even thought about it like that. We really did become the bullies somehow. Somehow. But let's continue on and see what else Mr. Sheridan
I just love
has
that
to
with
say.
my new profile
But
picture.
Let me see this shit, bro. Did you really change it?
Yeah,
He really changed his. He changed the shit to Bully McGuire. And then you pick the most awkward photo you put. Oh my fucking god, bro. Hang on.
I had to pick it with that expression. Just smile, man.
But if he was going to ask fans to buy the But if he was going to ask fans to buy the heck out of this book for reasons beyond their own personal enjoyment, Sheridan said, he felt he had to remove his own gain from the equation. You know what? I'm gonna keep reading before we dissect that real quick. The sad truth about comics is that
go.
you don't make a lot of money making them. In fact, sometimes you make no money at all. But the great thing about companies like DC is that they offer royalty participation so that we can share in the success of the work we've created. It was an easy decision to pledge to donate 100% of my royalties from these 6 issues to charity, excuse me. I'm sorry for that charity, but they're not getting no royalties from this fucking book, bro. I'm sorry. It's not happening. They're not getting royalties from this shit. And here's the thing, right? Here's where the gaslighting doesn't stop. Because he just claimed that you can't make, or you don't make a lot of money making comics. When really, I've also heard people say you can't make a lot of money making comics, and they blame the fans for that shit too. But it's bullshit. Clearly, the fact that people take the time out of their day to make reviews about these trash ass books and read articles from Polygon and Gizmodo and Bounding in the Comics shows that there's still a market for them. It's just that they're so up their own ass that they can't admit that it's a content problem. So they have to blame everyone else. It's superhero fatigue. Y'all just aren't interested. COVID did it. Motherfucking, like, it's everything but them. Everything but them is the problem with the comic book industry.
The comic industry has...
And they're just going to keep... Go ahead.
Maybe the comic industry needs to do AIDS research on themselves.
Pretty much. They've been infected, bro. I swear to God, bro. They're just going to suffocate to death on their own farts over at Marvel and DC, bro. It's just... Sheridan says he chose the Elton John AIDS Foundation because he's felt inspired by the singer-songwriter's work and philanthropy for a very long time. He was effusive when talking about it, citing the high percentage of the contributions to the organization that goes to those in need, and its attention to supporting a combination of research into a cure, treatment / support of those living with HIV/AIDS, and palliative, I think that's pronounced palliative care. As someone who has known too many people affected by AIDS, it has from its inception been my charity of choice. I just don't, what the fuck does this have to do with a superhero story? You know what I mean? I still don't know
Don't know.
what the fuck this book is about,
is Green
bro.
Lan- You know, emotion would make a little bit more sense if it was Green Lantern trying to find the cure for AIDS in the comic.
I wouldn't read that either, bro.
But
Oh,
at least
man,
the Elton
like-
John charity would make sense.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. It's
Hey,
it's
man,
kind of hard to
AIDS-
write a
AIDS
story
is-
centered around your
look.
main protagonist. It's
I-
kind of
just-
hard to
just
write
put
a
this out there.
story centered around your
let me
main
break
protagonist
character
finding the cure for the clap, bro. Go ahead.
just put this. I was like, just let me break character for a second. All y'all in the audience who suffer from AIDS, not gonna lie, I really feel for y'all, and I really, but this ain't it, man. Like,
Oh, Derpy Redneck says.
uh,
Derpy Redneck says this is how they subvert and ruin our modern mythology for their perpetual revolution. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why this guy Tim Sheridan decided to market the book behind hatred of Comicsgate trolls instead of, wow, guys, you should buy this book because the story in it is about this and it's very exciting and we put him in a new situation and he's gonna go on this adventure. Nah, bro. We need to stick it to the trolls and raise AIDS money. That's what he marketed his book behind. How did he expect to sell anything? Have they lost the ability to generate hype, like genuine enthusiasm behind something? Because that's what it seems like.
it's
When people have to go to links like
They've
this
lo-
to
I feel
promote
like
a
they've-
comic book, just so they're ideological. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like they've also just the comic industry just lost its morality. Honestly, like it used to be back
Its
in from the
morality.
40s, 60s, 80s, it's bro. It used to be all about standing up, fighting the bad guy, saving the ones you love. You know, simple. It was it's simple era, man. It was just you put on a costume, use whatever powers you have or don't have, and do the right thing. That's what makes
I mean, that
superheroes
just
so
shows
damn
the problem with the
great.
industry, though. But that's the thing, though. Like, it's not about the spirit of what
Shonen
comic
Jump-
books are, right? It's not about the spirit of. My bad. Let me finish this
Yeah,
real quick.
like-
It's not about the spirit of what superheroes are supposed to be. It's about making sure their ideological enemies aren't right. That's what it is. That's what it's about now. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, even the most generic Shonen Jump like anime series you could think of right now has that kind of ideal down to a T, which says a lot because there's so much you could do with such a simple concept as that, and it's a damn shame that we of all people, like this, the West of all people, are losing that. It's a damn shame.
My bad. I was reading chat. I should not read chat in the middle of articles. They're having a fucking conversation about hentai in the chat. What the fuck?
You saw that too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I will
You saw
say
that
you'd
too.
make a lot more money writing hentai though. Not gonna lie. LOL
Oh,
hentai.
no.
For real. Hentai is pop hentai. I sounded country as fuck. Hentai is
Sure.
popping off.
You are country as fuck. You are country
Y'all are
as
fucking-
fuck, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't tell you
Chat
to
is
agree
blowing
with
up,
me,
and I love it,
motherfucker.
even if it's for the wrong reason.
I didn't fucking tell you to
Chat
agree
is
with
blowing
that,
up
you
for the wrong
asshole.
reason, and I love it.
I said hentai with the long A. Anyway.
Also,
Companies
just,
like
I wanna reply
DC
to, Redneck.
is that
Wait.
Yeah.
I want to reply to Redneck real quick. He's right. Hero saving people.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is so simple, yeah, and you could use that. You could play around with it in so many ways. That's what makes comics so exciting.
don't
It's-
say that phrase and hentai in
Oh,
the same
God.
sentence, bruh. You can play around with it in so many ways. Nah,
I-
it's- We don't need to backtrack that one, bro.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Nah, bro.
Red
I'm
Redneck
not
says,
reading
"I
that,
just
Dirty
molested
Red.
this
Let me
convo
just
and only
continue. I gotta
mildly
stop.
buzzed." Oh my god.
No!
Sorry.
I literally just said I'm not gonna read. The Green Lantern was created by Martin O'Dell and Batman co-creator Bill Finger in 1940, making him one of DC Comics' oldest superheroes. Oh fuck, I skipped something. Shit. I'm no hero, Sheridan said, but since I write about them, I think I'm correct when I say donating royalties is the thing Alan Scott would do. The Green Lantern was created by Martin O'Dell and Batman co-creator Bill Finger in 1940, making him one of DC Comics' oldest superheroes. And Alan Scott is one of its newest openly gay ones. While an alternate reality version of him was depicted as an openly gay man in 2012's Earth 2, that wouldn't be incorporated into the main DC universe until 2021 Infinite Frontier #0, when Alan revealed to his children, the superheroes Jade and Obsidian, that their own struggles had inspired him to live openly and truthfully, coming out to them as gay.
Another
Sliding
one of
timescales,
first
multiverse
gay,
shenanigans. Yep.
The
And
multiverse. Fuck.
I
the
don't even want to say
multiverse.
this next thing. I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to do it. Sliding timescales, multiverse shenanigans, and other superhero science fiction allow Alan Scott to be relatively...
Joke.
I'm going to continue.
Let your intrusive thoughts win.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, bro. Sliding timescales, multiverse shenanigans, and other superhero science fiction allow Alan Scott to be a relatively sprightly silver fox in modern times, Despite being around to found the Justice Society of America in the post-war era, Polygon got a chance to take a look at the first 2 issues of Alan Scott, The Green Lantern. And Sheridan tells a story that bridges Scott's pre-superhero life as a military engineer in his early days as part of the Justice Society. With the Green Lantern confronting a killer whose acts harken back to one of the darkest times in his life after the death of his first love. In both periods, Scott is carefully closeted, even from other superheroes. Yeah, boy. Do we care about this comic panel?
Oh man.
No. I don't care. In their own DC Comics inflected way, the issues pull no punches about mid-century queer life in the military and psychiatry. In the first issue's opening scene, no less a personage that J. Edgar Hoover blackmails Alan to by threatening to expose his sexuality. That history might seem like a strange bedfellow to a character who flies around with a power. Bro, this shit is... I'm already sleeping, bro. I'm so bored, bro. I'm fucking bored already. But Sheridan said that the inherent optimism of superheroes and the... We're almost done, thank God, bro.
Okay. Oh,
we're literally at the end. We're at the end. Fuck, bro, I lost my place. Hold on, but Sheridan said in here an argument against superhero in this plan. Okay, and established the fact that the dark stuff is a prelude to Alan's much freer modern life was maybe the only way he could write about the period in such detail. But Sheridan also said that to him, realism fills a gap. There's a joke in here somewhere. There's a place, a wonderful place, for always upbeat stories about heroes coming out, getting boyfriends, and living happily ever after, while the only adversity they face is of the supervillain variety, the writer said. I love those stories, but they don't by themselves give a complete picture of the queer experience we've come up against and tackled a lot of dark, evil shit, and the triumph over those hardships, both personally and publicly, is an inextricable part of queer DNA. And if we want our allies and even our rivals to know us better, we have to tell them our whole story, wherever and whenever we can. Still, for anyone who might be worried about the splash page at the end of issue 1 on shelves now, Sheridan readily confirms that the story was going to turn out okay. And that's important, he continued, because the message is that we're all going to be okay, no matter how much adversity we face, no matter how many haters try to tear us down or bully us into hiding. If we stick together, we're going to be no one cares that you're gay, bro. No one cares. I mean,
bro,
the
I
common
think,
theme of tonight's show is clearly. Go ahead. You first.
gender. I was gonna say, I imagine how many people that are actually gay that must be embarrassed by this. The Latinx crap. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like most people are
I don't try
indifferent.
to use my. I mean, they might be, but I'm a person who kind of, sometimes I take pride in my own race. So when the bungee shit happened, I felt embarrassed. Like, what the hell? Imagine like the most. Imagine someone who was like trying to be proudly gay, trying to proudly come out the closet, and then this, and they see this. That's gotta hurt. That's just gotta hurt, man.
Bro,
Imagine.
one of the plot points is that he's being blackmailed about being outed. Like, this is so fucking boring, bro. So boring.
So why does damn near every plot that deals with like gays always have to do with the coming out plot? Why is that their only damn story arc? Or like the only one people these comic writers or the writers that just themselves want to go in on? It's always that.
I have no idea, bro. Like, the chief problem with everything we've covered tonight is that no matter how much people tell them what they actually want, the harder and faster they run in the opposite fucking direction. And yet they wonder why they can barely pay their rent, why their teeth are rotting out of their mouth while they're talking, why they're eating their cat's food, why they gotta start a GoFundMe to pay HOA fees, water and light bills. Like, they just can't wrap their head around why they're losing fucking money. They just can't do it.
We got the most self-destructive people running our entertainment, man. It the best the best we could do now is just meme them and let the salt flow, man. Like,
Oh yeah, we're cooking them into oblivion. Like, we're gonna keep cooking them, bro. Like, it's just gonna keep happening. Like, now, okay, here's the silver lining for tonight, right? Because this ties into the point and the philosophy behind making the Five Nights at Freddy's film. I won't spoil what's in the article, but I'm gonna start with the title, right? Matthew Lillard on humbling and exciting Five Nights at Freddy's success and creating authentic experiences for fans. Well, I guess the title spoiled the shit for me. Shit. In his first interview, post-actor strike, the Scream and Scooby-Doo star. Oh, this guy, Shaggy, directed Five Nights at Freddy's?
Shaggy. Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah.
Oh my God, bro, that's awesome. That's fucking sick. I didn't know it was him. I didn't know Shaggy. I didn't know Shaggy directed Five Nights at Freddy's. That's crazy, bro.
No, he's not the director. Wait, no, he's not the director. He's an actor.
He's not?
No, he's just.
Oh,
he's
really?
Just an actor.
Damn it, I thought he directed.
I think.
Fuck.
I think. Chat.
Okay.
Fact check.
Okay.
Wait, chat. Fact check. He's not the director, right?
Just hearing you talk about Shaggy is giving me the munchies. Go ahead.
I was gonna say.
He went from solving mysteries to making them. Yo,
No, don't spoil. Don't spoil.
The chat is killing me. I'm sorry.
Guys.
The chat is.
Chat.
The chat is killing me. I just want to know if he's the director. I just want to know if he's the director or not. This motherfucker said Shaggy is using 1% of his power to make the film. Is he the director or not, chat? Please help.
Wait. I'm gonna look it up myself. Screw it. It's a Freddy's.
Yeah, they're just
Director.
they're fucking trolling me right now.
No. It's actually directed by a woman. It's directed by a woman. Yeah, it's directed by Emma Tammy.
Well,
Emma Tammy.
God bless Emma Tammy for giving the fans what they want, bro. God bless her.
Bro.
So he is only an actor, okay.
It's so. Yeah.
And
But
his let me.
I can't. I don't want to
Nah,
say
you
too
first, you
much
first.
because I
Finish
have
first,
seen
then
the
I'll start
movie
reading.
and I enjoyed it. I don't want to say too much because I have seen the
Maybe
movie. and I
we'll do
enjoyed it.
another
I'm-
article after I've seen it.
Dude, bro, watch it. See,
Oh, peace out, D Live. I see you. Peace.
see you, D Live. See you, man. Okay, it is amazing. Like, as Critical Drinker quoted, "It's a Freddy's is the real underdog story of indie games." It really fucking is.
I mean, yeah, it is an extremely niche fan base, bro. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is more niche than Dark Souls now, and Dark Souls used to be mad niche until the memes came out. Then it blew up. Once the Dark Souls
It's
memes got
crazy
hot, it
how-
just fucking took off like a rocket.
Bro, it's so crazy how like Scott Cawthon went from making like obscure minigame titles and then Five Nights at Freddy's and then the community just absolutely carries it from there. Scott just kept making games for his fans and the fans just rode it like all the way the entire roller coaster.
That's how it
man.
works. That's how it works.
And now
You
I know.
put out. This is how it works,
no,
right?
but this is an indie game.
Wait, go ahead. I mean, bro,
I was
Hollow
about to say,
Knight got a
but this is
following
like an
too.
indie
Like,
game.
damn, we're about to
Like
start a whole.
Scott Cawthon is the rock star that stage dived. Even his worst games still have his support because uh, because 2014 to 2017 was like his best era, and this movie is a complete fan service to that time, man. You'll understand what I mean. Like if you've
Bro.
gone into like YouTube song videos of related to Five Nights at Freddy's, or if you've seen Markiplier play it, like, and then watch the movie, you're gonna feel a bit of nostalgia.
Fuck. You know what, bro? We do have to get into the article because I want to do a couple things now because like we get into these discussions and we derail a lot, which is cool. Like I like that. Like it's dope. I like the conversations, but it makes me think that we could be doing we could do this while we play video games or some shit. So I want to pitch that idea to you whenever the stream ends. See how we can make that happen. And see if we can invite some other people. Anyway. No, we'll work it out. We'll work it out later. We'll talk about it a little bit more after we're done with this.
No, I mean like with the, with the
the
article,
conversations we have are good, right? Yeah.
No, I mean like with the article.
Okay.
Like yeah, go. I know what you mean. So.
Yeah. In his first interview post actor strike, the Scream and Scooby-Doo star talks about thinking franchise roles were behind him in his upcoming freebie series, Faster, Purple, Worm, Kill. That is a weird title. Matthew Lillard is in his Renaissance era. His latest film, Five Nights at Freddy's, is a smashing box office and streaming records. God damn it. I can't read, I'm sorry. His latest film, Five Nights at Freddy's, is smashing box office and streaming records. He has a new improv show premiering on Amazon's Freevee next week. His Quest's End Whiskey sold out its first drop. Excuse me. And he runs a luxury gaming company, Beetle and Grimm's, with 4 of his close friends. I gotta look that up now. This is a really lovely little comeback moment for me. Hold on. Let me... For science. Lillard tells The Hollywood Reporter, before reconsidering that sentiment, I sort of want to quote LL Cool J. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Oh, man. That was cold. That was cold. Lillard is no stranger to a successful franchise. Of course, having starred in Scream and Scooby-Doo, but the overwhelming success of the film adaptation of a popular video game about a haunted restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's isn't lost on him. Freddy's scared up an astounding $80 million at the domestic box office in its opening weekend. Even with a day and date release on, I think my sister watched this because he's a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Anyway, even with a day and date release on Peacock, the film from Universal and Blumhouse set an all-time record for Halloween weekend in the biggest horror opening so far in 2023, and is the third highest ever for the genre behind only New Line's It Films. It has passed 220 million globally, and in the first 5 days of its release became the most watched Peacock title ever. God damn, he cooking, bro. The most watched ever on a streaming service?
Bro.
What the? He's cooking, bro.
Bro,
he's cooking with peanut oil.
Peanut oil. It's actually crazy.
Bro,
the success is actually real. Scott Cousin is BTFOing Marvel and DC at the same time with this one movie. It's insane.
They are getting deep fried. They are getting deep fucking fried, bro.
Fried. Bro, he's using the whole oven on these people, man. Whole oven.
220 million globally. Oh my. Bro, what was the budget for this shit? What was the budget? Watch the motherfuckers. It was $5.
I'm looking at it.
We made this film. We made this film for the same price as a 5 for $5 combo at Wendy's. Go ahead.
He made I was gonna say it was run on the same budget as a paycheck from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Bullshit. What was the paycheck?
What the hell? It was a 20 million. It's 20 million actually. That was the budget. That's what that's
oh shit! That's a hell of a return. That's a hell of a return.
Is that actually true?
I was expecting much. I was expecting much lower than that. But
me too. Hang on. Chat. Help me out here because I'm looking it up and it says 20 million, but it feels a lot lower than that.
Bro, watch this movie was made with Unreal Engine.
Fun fact, actually, it's not a spoiler. You know the animatronics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are real.
Yeah.
Like those aren't.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Like they actually they use practical effects for the animatronics. I heard that much. That's why I knew it was gonna be good. Cause like practical effects are superior. I'm sorry, practical effects are superior to CGI. Obviously, using them in combination with each other is really good, but practical effects are better usually.
It's crazy. The behind the scenes of the movie is crazy.
Also,
but go on.
I was about to say, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm cutting you off, because I'm pretty sure there is a little bit of a delay. But we've been managing it pretty well. That's why I'll be like, yeah, you finish or whatever. But this motherfucker is eating, bro. Like that is. I want to know the real budget. If y'all can get that number for the actual budget of the film, I would be interested to know that. But I'm gonna continue with this quote here. It says, "It's exciting to be a part of this thing that has become an international sensation," Lillard says. "I realize that these opportunities don't come around that often. It's been a really rich, joyful moment because I can sort of sit back and appreciate it on a deeper level." In his first interview about the film post-strike, Lillard spoke with THR about the pressure of playing an iconic monster and explained faster purple worm kill in a way even D&D newbies can understand. The following Q&A contains spoilers for fuck.
Oh, don't
Can I
read it,
even?
don't read it.
I can't even read the Q&A.
No.
No. I can't even read the Q&A.
Watch
We
the
might have to
movie,
come
Jeff,
back
or
with
at
a
least
part
play
2
the
of the
game.
Q&A.
You know the
I can't
game,
read
right?
this.
You at
Yeah,
least
I know the
game.
game. I
Right?
can't. I
Okay, well, if you know the game,
Yeah, I know the
then
game. I can't-
You
I
have a
can't
good
read.
idea what's gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to spoil it
If you
because
know
I
the
still
game
want to see the
lore,
movie.
then you. Yes, you should still watch the movie. You should still watch it, but like I said, if you know the game lore, you have a good idea already of what they're gonna talk about.
Damn, I'm not gonna read the Q&A right now. I might come back and
Uh.
read the Q&A. But is there anything else that you know what? I might do the Q&A part in a separate video, maybe, unless y'all want to see me stream it, because I'll stream it for another episode of the podcast. I don't care. It says, is there anything else that you especially want people to know about right now? I would love to talk about my whiskey company. We created this company called Find Familiar Spirits, and the idea is that we are building high-end whiskey experiences around fandoms. Yo, that actually sounds dope. Around fandoms? We just dropped something called Quest's End, and it's a gaming whiskey. Each box contain... Bro, that's crazy. Each box come with a story. We drop 4 different bottles every year, and each bottle has the continuation of the story. That is fucking... Yo, that's a good idea. If you're a gamer that likes to drink, bro, Find Familiar Spirits. This shit sounds crazy. The idea of
Lillard is so fucking real right now. Lillard being so fucking real right now, man.
Bro, this
Like,
shit actually sounds...
I'm trying to avoid saying based.
This sounds
like
genius.
I'm trying to avoid saying the word based, but saying based. But this sounds like it, man.
This shit is crazy, bro. We're doing... Hang on, I lost my place because I actually... This shit is actually cool. We drop 4 different bottles every year, and each bottle has the continuation of the story. The idea of building something high-end and luxury for fans, not appealing to all 4 quadrants, but going after hyper-specific communities and speaking to them in an authentic way, I think is super powerful. Man, this man Lillard, bro. Oh my God, we need to protect this man at all costs, bro. Lillard seems to understand fandom,
national treasure.
Like, the concept. Like, Lillard seems to understand fandom as a concept, like an overarching general concept, and not just as it pertains to specific groups. We do that with Beetle and Grimm's. We're doing that with the whiskey company. I think it relates to why Scott and Five Nights has been so successful. When you give a company that feels like they are outsiders something special, something curated, that community will come out and support it. I think that's a really powerful lesson. Interview. Man, I'm so glad we picked this article to end the night on, bro. What's his full name? Matthew Lillard gives me fucking hope. Matthew Lillard gives me hope for the independent scene of entertainment, bro. Like, Matthew Lillard must be protected at all costs. Oh, what's up? What's up, Bruce? I see you in the chat. That's good, bro.
Give a shout out to Scott Cawthon because that man made this shit happen. Because
shout out to who?
He single-handedly proved that indie is the way to go, and Lillard understands that. Still recognizes real.
Damn, what is his name? His name is Scott what?
Cawthon.
I'm sorry, bro. Scott Coffin? Scott Hoffman or Cough? God damn it. You do the shout out. Damn, I don't fuck it up.
Coffin, motherfucker.
Oh, shout out Scott Coffin. Shout out. I got him sounding like a bird. Shout out. Shout out Scott Kaufman and Matthew Lillard for making Five Nights at Freddy's. You are the example that every independent creator should follow. Do not try and appeal to everybody. That's never been the point of any form of entertainment. You appeal to the people that like what you're putting out. Those are the only people you appeal to, period. And I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This article white peeled the shit out of me just now, because like normally every article we cover is sort of like every fucking article we cover is Disney shitting on and butchering everything that we love, and like this dude is over here like, you know what? Fuck that. We're gonna put out Five Nights at Freddy's for the fans of Five Nights at Freddy's. Fuck everybody else. Like that's that fucking God bless America and nowhere else energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God bless America and
God
nowhere
bless
else.
America and no one else.
Oh my God, bro. That shit.
Oh my.
Bro, that was awesome, dude. I have to look up his
there-
companies
I
now,
wanna- what
bro.
I
I
wanna
gotta
know-
do it. Like, they sounded awesome.
You know what I
What?
got? You know what I wonder?
What you
Are
want
there
to
any like Freddy Fazbear
What?
box office memes? Yes. You know how Morbius got memed, like troll memed into like gaining attention.
Bro!
I wonder
Bro!
if Freddy Fazbear
Bro!
is the
Let me tell
same-
you something about-
has that same attention.
Dude, let me tell you something about the Morbius movie that I did not fucking know, bro. It's Morbin time is a real line from the movie, dog. I had no fucking
It
idea.
is.
This whole time, I thought that shit was a meme, bro. I thought they made that shit up. This motherfucker actually says it's Morbin time. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? That's a real line in a movie? What? I was dying, bro. I died. I fucking died, bro. My favorite part of Five Nights at Freddy's is when Freddy said it's. Oh my God, bro. I don't even know any catchphrases from Five Nights at Freddy's. When
It's
Freddy
Fazbear
Fazbear
time.
says it's
It's
Freddy
Freddy
time, and then he
time.
Freddied all over the place. It's he Freddied all over the place. It's Fazbear time.
Bro, I didn't actually look up if there's any Freddy Fazbear success memes.
I'll put them on screen if you find them. Just send them to me. But bro, like, as you guys can see, the point of me covering everything that went on tonight was to show you how the mainstream continues to not deliver on what fans want and what can happen whenever you do deliver on what fans want. Like, I mean, they keep trying to make it seem like you can't make money in comics. There's superhero fatigue. There's this and there's that. And what it really is a fucking content problem, like I said before. None of the shit that they're saying is true, bro. It's just gaslighting. They don't want to believe that they're the ones fucking up the entertainment. They want to blame you guys instead. So, like, keep that in mind whenever you're looking for new entertainment. Make sure that the people making it are making it from a good place. And at the very least, pretty much only peruse entertainment from people who don't hate you. Now more than ever, everybody should be cognizant of who they're giving their money to for that very reason right there. So did you find anything yet?
Bro, look at Rednick's comment.
Oh my God,
look at Rednick's
he's
comment.
fucking laughing already. He said when I heard that
When I
Morbin
heard the-
bit almost became the inspiration for Jeremiah Perez's country song. I thought I farted, but I shit. That's disgusting, bro. Hang on, before we continue, bro, I want to thank everybody for showing up here tonight. Like, this was the biggest turnout we've had for one of our shows, bro. I would love to see everybody come back. Oh my God, bro. Because, like, this shit was funny.
Oh my
That moment when I went to Twitter to play the video of Tim Sheridan and I found out that motherfucker blocked me, bro, that shit was comedy gold. I might have to turn that shit into a YouTube short. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. I've never talked to Tim Sheridan in my life, and that motherfucker just blocked me, bro. I'm blocked. Like, Oh man, but shit. I don't want to do it, bro, but it's getting close to us and needing to wrap up the stream. I enjoy interacting with the chat, and we need to do some chill streams during the week or something other than the podcast. I'll either do those solo or we'll do it with I'll try to invite the co-host to see if they can make it, but they're much busier than, well, I don't want to say they're much busier than me. They're probably home a lot less than me. But yeah, speaking of the details of the possible gaming stream we might be doing, I'll talk to you about that offline. But hey, man,
we'll see.
I enjoyed myself as
goes.
usual. I love talking about these. I enjoy myself as usual. I love talking about these topics with you guys. I'm happy for the turnout. We had 6 concurrent viewers as our maximum amount for tonight. So I'm happy with that. But unfortunately, guys, it's time for me to close the curtains on this episode. This has been.
Go
ahead.
Real quick. I just want to, like I said, thank you all for watching.
go ahead.
Thank you guys for blowing up the chat. We want to see more of that chat activity, man. This is fucking hilarious. And please take our link, spread the word
I don't
to
plug.
Everyone. Share it with your friends.
I don't be plugging shit, bro. Read the description. Follow us on Twitter. Join our Writing Club Discord server. Like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the YouTube things. This has been.
Bro,
I know I just stole the fuck out of that. Thorias is gonna kick my ass. This has been the Monkey's Paw episode 5, and I enjoyed every single minute of it, bro. Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Peace out. Bless. Peace out and God bless.